As we move ahead, I have the honor to introduce Dr. Karan Gupta, who is an educationist, activist, and columnist, is an alumnus of IE and Harvard Business School, and has degrees in psychology, business, and law. He is the founder of Karan Gupta Education Foundation, Karan Gupta Consulting, and the managing director of IE Business School. Since 1999, he has counseled and given career guidance to thousands of students in India and around the world. He has been awarded by the House of Lords in London for his outstanding contribution to education. As a social activist, he works with the underprivileged and focuses on children and women empowerment. He champions the cause of skill development programs for physically and mentally challenged people by helping them gain employment. Dr. Gupta is a TEDx and motivational speaker encouraging people to achieve their goals and has spoken at various platforms, and today he is here to inspire us.
Hi everyone, huge congratulations to the India class of 2021. Thank you to the team as well as Times for having me here. It is my pleasure to be here. It's my pleasure to talk to you all. Let me tell you a little bit about my story. I was forced to drop out of college at one point in my life. I was studying abroad, and even though I was working 4 jobs simultaneously, when my parents ran out of money, I had to come back to India. And when someone made fun of me for being a college dropout, I was fueled in my declaration, I have to finish my education. So while working full time, I completed my bachelor's degree, master's degree, MBA, law degree, executive MBA, and a PhD. At some point, of course, I think I was overcompensating for that feeling of incompletion, maybe. But actually, it was that ridicule. It sparked a fire. And I wanted to make sure that this never happens to someone again, so that they get the opportunities I never had, the chance to study without having to leave your education incomplete. I teach students about life skills, time management, and help them explore their career options. I want them to find their power, discover their strengths, and give them hope for a brighter future. This was one of the main reasons I started my nonprofit foundation that helps underprivileged women and children with higher education and skill development. And the lesson that my work with children in the slums has taught me is that have gratitude in your life for everything that you have. It's a blessing to be able to be with your family right now, and it's a blessing to be healthy and alive. When I was 18, I read a quote that said, follow your dreams, follow your passion, and don't chase success. Success will come to you anyway. Now, I understood what that quote meant, but I didn't fully understand how do I implement this in my life. I mean, most of you guys, you hear so much very valuable advice from people, but we fail to understand how do we implement this? How do we follow our passion? How do we not chase success? Because isn't success at the end of the day what we all want? So let me answer the how part of this through a story. Let me tell you about a young girl whose name is Almas. I met Almas when she was very young. Now she's 17 years old. She's the daughter of a daily wage earner, and she wanted to make a difference in society and at the same time move her parents out of poverty. She was passionate about changing the world. Let me show you a video, a very short video on what Almas did. I'm going to share my screen right now.
I am Almas Mugre. I am in Prem Nagar, area of Wali slum. I studied in Worli Sifes Municipal School. My father is a vegetable vendor and he is the only earning member in my family of 5. I came from a background where girls are not allowed to study, let alone work. But my father encouraged me to start my own business called Basket of Joy, online fruit basket company, which creates social impact and spread joy at every step of my business. I was lucky enough to meet many sourcing partners along my ideation journey, which helped me creating value and joy at every step of my business. On my way from school, every Wednesday, I visit an organic fruit and vegetable market. There I met organic fruit vendor who grows his fruits in farm in Pune. This was the inception point for my idea. As I knew I got the provider, I started thinking of packaging and distribution. So I thought of handmade basket instead of harmful plastics. My sister told me about organization where sex workers make basket in affordable price. So I got in touch with them to sort out my packaging. I learned about the courier service company where I got to know deliver boys are deaf and mute. While I had a great idea, I need money. At the same time, I heard about Karan Gupta Education Foundation and I Venture Day business plan competition. I have never presented my idea in front of a hall full of people with light on my face, judges scoring me and all eyes on me. I was nervous, but I had confidence in my idea. I couldn't believe that I was selected as the winner of the social impact competition. I got a prize money of 50,000 Indian rupees. That night when I got home from the event, I got a big check.
वो जीत के आई तो हम लोग सोच नहीं सकते थे कि वो इस तरह से वो जीत सकती है। हम लोग ने कभी वो चीज़ ख्वाबो ख्याल में नहीं था कि इस तरह से वो प्राइज़ जीत सकती है, लेकिन वो एकदम हम लोग को शौक लग गया जैसा।
वो जब प्राइज़ मैंने जीत के लाई थी, हमने तो सिर्फ टीवी पे ही देखा था कि ऐसा कुछ मिलता है किसी को जीतने पर। जब वो हाथ में देखे तो हमें तो समझ में नहीं आया कि क्या चीज़ है। मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि मेरी बेटी इतना आगे गई है। हम लोग तो सोच भी नहीं सकते कि ये ज़माने में लड़कियाँ भी, हमारे मज़हब में मतलब लड़कियों को आगे बढ़ने की इजाज़त नहीं है, बाहर जाकर कुछ करे वो नहीं कर सकती लड़कियाँ, मगर मेरी बेटी ने इतना किया है, मैं तो सोच भी नहीं सकती।
My vision is ensuring that gifting in India becomes synonymous with Basket of Joy. I want to spread joy to over 5,000 people in the next 2 years. I am Almas Mukri and this is my story.
So what do we think? Wasn't Almas's story an inspiration to so many of us? It shows us what determination and hard work can do. With limited opportunities, if she could achieve her dreams, so can we. Almas is now in the process of upgrading her skills by taking online classes, learning new languages, because learning, as you know, is a lifelong process. Think about this. We update our profile pictures on WhatsApp, Instagram, Snapchat all the time. But the next time you upgrade your picture on social media, ask yourself, have I upgraded any skills in myself? Have I learned any new lessons that have made me better and stronger? Along with a new picture update, I have to think of what additional skills I can get to better myself. The last 1.5 years have taught us that we can make all the plans we want. But in the end, most things are not in our control. We all have had to face the uncertainty around us, the fear of losing our own health and the fear of losing our loved ones. And once we accept the fact that what does not kill us makes us stronger, we will be equipped with the skills to deal with whatever comes our way. And however bad things get, believe that tomorrow will be better. Don't ever lose hope and be grateful for what you have. Today, you're embarking on a journey that will take you from innocence to experience. I remember at my graduation, my dean had said, you come to Harvard not to be perfect, but to learn to be courageous. You can achieve whatever you want as long as you have courage. I wish every one of you all the best. Thank you.